Morning, Don. Just wanted to go over a few things you said on the radio this morning. So UPL backing up tonight, and then does it look like Thursday's a tentative game for him?
Yeah, he'll back up tonight. We won't make a decision on Thursday until tomorrow.
Okay.
But he's in consideration for Thursday. Absolutely.
Okay. And with Will Borgen, I know he's been out for a while, but if he's in on Thursday, if he's on his way back, I mean, what did you see from him earlier in this season that you think he could really add to this group?
A lot. He's another player that's on the cusp of full-time NHL potential. So there's a lot that to get to that point, there's a lot of little intricacies that he's gotten right, and I'm excited because of that. He's right on the cusp of full-time duty, and is the way I look at it, and this is a great opportunity for that.
Don, what steps had Will taken this year to put himself in that position? Because, I mean, he had been up before, but he was in Rochester for a while, and it just seems like he took a big leap, this season.
Yeah, on the intangible side, his body language, even his posture, he knows it, he senses it. He's had enough experience at the NHL level, enough experience through ups and downs between Rochester and the NHL. He's been able to internalize a lot of dynamics that go into the maturing process of becoming and knowing you're an everyday NHL player. And, I think he presents that now. He presents that level of confidence and self-assuredness. And so again, those are the reasons why I'm excited to see him in the lineup and get him in the lineup.
Hey, Don, I'm interested in you kind of looking at the two sides of Dylan Cousins for me. The goal, first of all, on Sunday, the way he flies through the neutral zone right in front of your bench. And then just secondly, I mean, the matchups here, he's had Backstrom, he's had Crosby, he's going to have Bergeron. I mean, this is quick maturation for a young guy and on-the-fly training here. Just your thoughts on those two areas right now, the goal and
his speed is dynamic, and his quickness is even more dynamic. So his first 2-3 strides are, speed up and down the rink is high end, of course, but it's the first 2 strides, the separation that he's another level. He's in another category there. And as far as the maturing, I wouldn't put him in situations that would jeopardize his confidence. So, if he was going to make a mistake and it was going to be a hit to his confidence, I wouldn't put him in that situation. But I don't have any worry or concern that is going to be an issue. So now when he's in that situation, if he makes a mistake, it's going to be growth, immediate gained experience, because he'll be able to, he's experienced it. So he'll be able to acclimate or reacclimate and re-gauge what he needs to. So he's got himself to the position and point where he's going to learn rapidly from the more situations we can get him in as a coaching staff. And that's how we're approaching it.
And just a quick follow-up there. Obviously, he had the terrible mistake that led to the goal, and those plays happen. But how did you like just the response, on the bench, just, body language, just the way he played? He didn't let that play get him down at all.
Well, that's case in point of, what I just said. It's not going to affect his confidence. And it didn't affect his confidence. And I think are you referring to the goal in the first night against Pittsburgh in the corner? Yeah. There are multiple things. There's always multiple things. We actually, all 5 guys pulled away from supporting him. And so there was mistakes by the 4 other guys as well there. It looked obvious that it was Dylan's mistake only because of that. But I can assure you that the other 4 guys were not supporting the way they should have. And that complicated the issue. So in any event, he again, I don't worry about him making a mistake like that. And from the standpoint of it hurting him the next shift out. And that was evident and proof that he can handle those situations, because it's not going to change. He's not going to curl up and not be the aggressive player we need him to be the next shift out.
Hi, Coach. Pierre Ekholm, NHL SV. Another player on the cusp here is Rasmus Asplund. He's also playing for a job next year. What can you say about his game lately?
I think everybody's playing for a job next year. or at least a position. And he's one that really takes that competitively to heart. He stays within the moment, within the day, very task oriented. Has a great sense of objective. And now he's got the hockey knowledge and experience to know how to put his skill set to use within different situations. So he's been really, really good. And all that said is within his scope, but he's adding to his line mates. He's adding to his team. So a lot of times guys enter the league and they're just in survival mode, where it's just, they can't necessarily contribute to the level they may potentially be able to their line mate or to their team, because they're just trying to make sure their job is secure. He's kind of past that phase, and he's confident now that he's pushed through that, and he's contributing to the whole team. He's reading situations well, late in games or even early in games, who he's playing against, and so there's a lot of maturing going on with him. But he's built the base, he's built the skill set and the experience, confidence, and that's what we see. It's all coming together.
Hey Don, what should we expect from Drake Caggiula?
I'm going to watch. I'm going to use him how he feels. He's had a stretch where he hasn't played. He hasn't had a lot of practice time. I know his skill set is what his quickness, speed, his tenacious player, all the things I've said. Now it's a situation, you go into the game tonight and the situation is he hasn't played in a while. He's playing with a new team. He's playing under a different system. So you hopefully we support him, the other four guys in the ice, where he may be needed until he gets acclimated with what we're doing, until he gets back to his in-season feel, because he hasn't practiced or played much in the last week. So give him time. I mentioned it about Bjorky last week, and even Matthias. Give him time, support him in any way we can as a team, and he'll add a lot when he could add a lot right away. We don't know, but I think it's our job to make sure we all support any player entering like that.
Don, Cody Eakin took a penalty right after you guys had scored a goal. And then when he gave him another chance in the third period, he got stripped of the puck in his own zone right away. Are you sending a message? Just basically, those are the types of things you just can't tolerate? Yeah,
Fortunately, it's not something, that we have to say we can't tolerate that. We have guys that are playing the level they're playing right now, and they've earned spots by virtue of playing the way they're playing. So it doesn't have to go to punishing somebody or saying we don't tolerate that. We've created an environment where, and as far as Cody, clearly he wasn't on his game, and mistakes happen, and we're at a point now where we can put Caggiula in, and there needs to be a guy out. And I thought the other night other guys were going, and to a level that I went with those guys. They were going. They were in sync. They were in the moment, and that was the choice. And the choice was based on if I thought those other guys would not have enough energy to finish the game or to give us a chance to win the game, then I would have had to look further. But the rest of the group was moving so well that it was we could move forward with more of a focus on that.
Thank you, Don.